It's Tales from 2000. Before we get into everything, let's do introductions.
My name is Andy, and I am playing Theo Archer, who is a bit of a rough and tumble street kid. And he is currently staying in a shady ass hotel with his brother, who happens to be a werewolf bug.
Hi, my name is Hina. I go by GM Hina here on Twitch. I run tabletop as well. I do a D&D campaign and soon a Monster of the Week campaign on Fridays. I'm very excited for that. I play Ebony Stephenson, the richest girl in Lomond, who apparently knows how to hurt a dude.
Hey everyone, I'm Sammy. Go by Sammy Bear on Twitch and Arcane Venom on HitRecord, where you can see my music, writing, and bits of voice acting. Go to hitrecord.org, look up Arcane Venom for that. I also play Wally, who is kind of probably mopey right now, but less mopey now than he was earlier. Now that he's kind of away from Billy.
Hi, I'm Mary Kate Mead. I play Caddy Finch. And Caddy, I don't really know what Caddy's doing right now. We kind of left on a cliffhanger. I think she's just trying to keep her shit together at the moment.
Hi, I'm Ellis Calmiris. I'm currently battling with whether or not I'm getting the voice right for this character, so sometimes it's going to sound a little Irish, and sometimes it's going to sound more British. But I'm playing Buck Winthrop, and he's the foreign guy in a very strange situation.
And finally, hey, I'm Bobby, GM Bobby, both here and on YouTube, on the GM table. On YouTube, we do reviews and tutorials. Here on Twitch, I almost called it Twitter. Here on Twitch, we do actual plays like this one, where we try to do kind of more dramatic, almost radio show level actual plays, along with, some simple game mechanics to keep it at the play side of actual play. But with that, we are actually jumping straight in, because last session, aka the first half of this session, things got intense. We're going to open up at Lomond General in a hospital bed. The same night, Caddy, you are being visited by your aunt. Your Auntie Violet might be pretty much a notorious screw-up. But if there's one thing, she always visits you when you're in the hospital. So we open, she's there with kind of a box of drugstore chocolates. Back in here again, kid? How you doing?
Yeah. Hey. At least they have the good stuff here.
That's good, because I ate half these chocolates already. But what happened this time?
It's been a long day. Theo's brother got hurt, and so we went to help, and weird shit happened.
Yeah, I heard on the news, like, Theo's missing.
Yeah. Well, and she kind of looks out the door, just trying to see if anyone's around.
It's safe right now.
He's okay. I know where he is. He's fine. That's why all of this happened. I had to find it.
They say his brother, like, has rabies.
The thing that we got out of Hina, or got out of Ebony?
Oh. Yeah.
It hurt his brother. It makes him turn into this weird, and then she uses her arm, she's like, ow.
Don't. Look, if you're gonna talk with your hands, just pretend you're mute. It's easier.
Well, we found him, and there was weird commotion in the hospital, and we all went. I saw Theo running, so I went too. I wasn't going to let him go alone. He thought something was happening with his brother. It turns out he got turned into like a spider, whiter, whatever you call it. I know it's stupid, it's crazy, and I'm high on morphine, but I promise it was real. But I tried to help, and I probably just weakened it. But we found them, and they're okay. And we were driving home, and it just, it happens. And I was trying to beat Mom home because I wasn't supposed to stay out later, but I just needed to help the others, they were really messed up. They were scared. I just knew they needed somebody, and so I stayed out late, and then they had to drive fast, and I freaked out. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey. Don't apologize to me. Mom wasn't such a bitch, you probably wouldn't be freaking out. Did the thing, I'm just gonna call it a thing. Let's be honest, you don't remember, but did the thing do this to you? As she like gestures.
No, I did this. I hit my arm on the car right when we were pulling in, and I went to the house and I was opening the door as she pulled in, and she knew, and so she of course had to use it like she always does.
I want you to know, Eddie, I've tried to tell people that your mom does shit like that. But, I mean, it's always the same fucking thing. It's no, you're overreacting. There's always a reason it happened. So, if she didn't cause it, nobody really seems to care. I care. I think if I could ever get your dad to believe me, he cares. I want you to know that. But, like, I've tried to tell people your mom's like this. I want you to know that. I'll let you get some rest. You said you got morphine going on right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to go out of here. I need to check on people.
Caddy, don't go doing too much, okay? You got a big heart. That's not a bad thing. Don't let it get you killed. All right? You're on the good stuff right now. I'm gonna turn on some SpongeBob for you. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy it a lot more right now. And just rest, okay? We've been through this. All right?
I know.
Yeah, you'll probably get a cast.
I know. What is it, 113 or 112? I can't remember.
That's the kind of shit your dad knows.
I mean, I want to break the record. If I'm going to do something, at least make it worth it.
Yeah, that's my girl. All right, get some rest, kid. The fracture will probably heal on its own after enough time, but because it's going to go away somewhat quickly, it's going to last for a few sessions. It's also a scar. This didn't come up a lot for you, Hina, with your scar, but whenever the scar is appropriate to cause a problem, it causes a penalty, like it's a condition. Pretty much any physical action, you're going to be getting that penalty on. So social actions, mental actions, you're good. But attack, move, anything with body, like just full stop.
If Ebony knows where Caddy is, or that Caddy went to the hospital, she would try and visit.
This would be the same night. I would assume Caddy shared with Ebony your condition.
No, she wouldn't have told anybody.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, now, so, yeah, you wouldn't know yet.
Okay.
That's about to come out. With that, we pull back. Ebony, where would you go after dropping off Caddy?
Well, I drop everybody else off.
Mhm.
And then I would probably head home, because I technically have 2 statuses right now, or conditions.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted and scared. And I'm probably just going to close my door behind me and kind of lean against the door and just slide down onto my butt.
You get in. Things are bad. You hear a small tapping at your bedroom door after a couple minutes.
I'm going to kind of close my eyes and then stand up and open the door.
Coming in kind of late, Ebony. Everything okay as your uncle heads in?
She just shakes her head softly.
He goes, sits on the bed. What's going on?
She's going to go to her desk. She's going to pull out the dagger and she's going to hold it out towards him.
Where'd you find that, Ebony?
I was looking for a shirt for a friend, and this stabbed me. What is this?
It's a dagger. Like,
and she's going to kind of grip it tightly at that, and she's just going to pull it back to her side, and she's going to stomp her foot. You used to tell me everything.
I still tell you.
No, you don't. She's going to stab it into her desk.
Well,
you don't tell me anything anymore.
All right.
Out of all of my family, you were the only one I could rely on.
You can still rely on me, Ebony. Okay, I'm still here for you.
My world is falling apart, and now I find out you're part of that world falling apart, and she's just gonna start crying.
he'll come up to you and kind of, in almost a mirror to how Caddy's mom put her hands on Caddy's arms. He does it to you, but he does it in an actual sincere, loving way. I'm here for you. I got a lot of responsibilities now. I don't know what you mean about me being part of a world that's with you. I've never lied to you about anything that's been any part of your life.
Whenever Mom and Dad would hide secrets from me, you always told me the truth.
Yeah,
I don't feel like you would anymore.
you're right. I think you should come with me.
Okay.
With that, we're going to cut to another character. Buck, you're dropped off at home, which is the farm. Anything you do?
Oh, is there anything that I do? That's a simple question. But for the most part, I'm just going around and looking at seeing if there's any animals that really need to be tended to or anything. I don't really know much about the farm life here, but I know animals are important, and I definitely know that I'm staying the hell away from the wheat thresher.
Yeah, a wheat thrasher's really dangerous.
And I don't believe it's been cleaned up yet.
Probably not. And, I'm not going to put that responsibility on you to hose it off.
Oh no. No, I'm not hosing off my uncle's blood from the wheat thresher.
Yeah. You go around, feed the chickens, feed the horses, throw some slop in for the pigs. And around, your uncle is still in the hospital.
Absolutely.
I mean, he is, he lost an arm. So, it's going to be a rough one. Has Buck ever had to take care of himself?
Buck's always been rather self-sufficient for the most part. Normally, he'd actually prefer to be on his own, but right now, as much as he'd like to, as much as he's given the opportunity for once in the blue moon, he'd actually prefer to have somebody there to talk to. But it doesn't seem like there's anybody there except for the chickens.
It's about 3 a.m. when you wake up to the sound of glass breaking. Theo.
I feel like Theo would pop up at that, ready to fight. And immediately look to the bed to see if Billy is there.
He's not.
Damn it. And I jump up and can I see where the glass broke?
Oh, yeah. You're in a pretty standard motel where there's the door and a big window by it and stuff. That window's completely shattered through. Like something just leaped through it out of the room.
I am going to take off after him.
Give me a move roll.
Well, I failed.
Do you want to push it?
Yeah, I'm going to push it. I don't have any conditions yet, so.
Okay, 2 successes. Do you mind your push being injured?
No.
So you probably took your shoes off when you went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And you instinctively go to chase your brother, vault through the window. You keep chasing him. You don't realize it at first, but you leap through that window barefoot onto a bunch of broken glass.
Mm-hmm.
With 2 successes. 1 success gets you close enough to see that he was going across the parking lot. The second success, you can decide what happens. Do you want to catch up with him? You will see he is no longer human again.
Yeah, I'm going to catch up with him. Can I use that other success to say that as he's going to run out of the parking lot, some big semi stops him and he's momentarily distracted or stunned or something. It almost clobbers him and I'm like, Billy, stop!
Here's the thing. It's going to stop him and it will show up. It does not almost clobber him.
It clobbers him?
It clobbers him. However, you're going to realize something about Billy. It just clips him and he spins, hitting one of the power poles nearby. It looks like it may have knocked him out, but he's not even bleeding.
No, I'm going to run over to him and take off my belt and bind his hands up.
Okay, yeah.
Starters.
So he's in like bug form, but he's
Mhm.
unconscious. You go to bind him up. Yeah, it looked like it walloped him enough to like knock him out, but no serious injuries, even being hit by a semi.
Okay. So he's really tough. I don't think this belt is going to hold, but I'm just going to hope for the best.
And with that, we're going to cut back to the Stephensons' basement. The basement looks different now than the last time you were down here, because the last time you were in the basement was the other timeline. You haven't been to the basement. You haven't tried to.
Mhm.
You'd find out that the door's locked. It gets unlocked tonight. I can explain as much as I know.
You know
and
you can trust me, right?
It's not about trust right now,
Okay.
Ebony. It's about safety.
Okay. Gonna kind of
So-
tilt her to the side.
Not only is the basement locked, it's locked in with one of those deadbolts that's a keyhole on both sides.
Oh.
He pulls a key out of his wallet. Not on a ring, just in his wallet. And he goes down. And this isn't some like, oh, you pull a chain for a single bulb. Here's the Stephensons. Motion detectors turn on, fluorescent lights. There's a polished wooden table with the symbol of the city council on it. You know what wall to glance at where something was. In this timeline, there's an oak door there. Your uncle... This is similar to the table in the library. You haven't seen that table yet, though. It's a large round table. It has 13 chairs around it. There's a symbol that looks like the Lomont City Council symbol. But instead of saying Lomont City Council, it says the Americana Initiative. This is my work, Ebony.
Okay.
I'm
You make
part-
tables? She's gonna kind of smile at him, kind of try to lessen the mood a little bit.
You might play dumb, but you're also really clever.
I know.
No, I have meetings about how Lomont works, operates, keeps running. You know, city council stuff. It's a little more complex than normal politics, though.
Okay.
Our town's not quite normal.
Oh, I knew that shit.
Yeah, I'm one of the newer members. Me and Tran only joined about 3 years ago.
Okay.
But I'm trying to figure out as much as you, while also pulling up to my responsibilities. The best way they put it to me is sometimes strange things will need to be done to keep stranger things from happening.
Right.
That dagger was given to me as a member of the council in case strange things were to get out of hand. I mean, we're Stephensons. Actual silver in the silverware doesn't surprise us around here, but I'll tell you, it's not too common for most people to keep a solid silver dagger.
Yeah, no.
But it is useful sometimes.
Have you had to use it?
No, I've only heard of times when other people have. Sometimes, how can I put this? This town has a way to get to some people. Not everyone, just the ones that are a little more susceptible to it. Some people normally be strange, get a little stranger around here. And sometimes that strangeness apparently gets out of hand enough where they're no longer strange people. They're just strange.
Right.
That's what the dagger's for.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
I don't know what would happen if the council found out I told you about this. But we trust each other.
Yeah,
I want you to know I trust you.
I do. And I trust you. If I can tell you a secret to share a secret, then I don't mind doing that if that helps you feel any better about it.
Sure. Who are you dating this week, Ebony?
Nobody.
Oh. What'd you
That's not the
see?
secret, though. But
Okay,
I guess
okay.
it was a big thing.
Okay.
Actually, there's a bigger thing I'm trying to figure out right now about that, but that's not important right now. I had an issue a little while ago, but I couldn't tell you because you were always busy. I had this weird spider stuff in my brain. I can't fully explain it. It's like I didn't come from this time, but I did. But something in my head came from a different area of the time. I don't. I'm trying to explain it, and she crosses her arms trying to think. I had something in my head that was from another universe. Let's do that. Let's do movie terms.
Oh,
Even though I'm from here.
as soon as you say universe, he's going to pull you in to a tight hug.
Okay, this is weird. Why are we hugging?
Ebony, as he's like almost buried his face in your hair, I need you to promise me something.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone in town about this.
Okay.
How much you think they can help? The police? Your teachers?
No one can help.
You-
I took care of it myself.
Okay. You took care of it?
Yeah. I'm
But you-
badass.
Well, I knew that, but
Well, then you should have known better. She crosses her arms, kind of smiling towards him.
what'd you do, Ebony? As he literally pulled, like,
That's a weird thing.
so shocked, he like pulls one of the chairs out from the table and just sits.
I don't know. That's the weird thing. It was all like crazy. I can't really get into it very much because she just shrugs.
Ebony, now who's keeping secrets here?
Oh, not me. I really don't know how to talk about it.
Okay, no, just
But also, it's probably better that neither of us can say it clearly anyway, to be fair.
that's what I've heard. If anything happens again like that, come to me. Nobody
Okay,
else.
But if I come to you with it, what's going to happen?
I'll do what I can to help.
I get that. But you obviously are scared of me telling people.
Some people are going to care more about helping the town than helping you. And I'm supposed to be one of those people, but when it comes to you, Ebony, I'm always going to care more about helping you.
You know, I had a mom ask me, like, where are my parents? Like, they were like, oh, I can't wait to meet your mother. Oh, I can't wait to meet your father. But mom and dad haven't been home forever.
Yeah, they never seem to be around.
No, they really don't. I can do whatever the fuck I want in this house. Well, not whatever the fuck I want, I guess. Sorry, I'm cursing.
Like I care, Ebony.
I'm glad you're here. And I'm sorry. A lot of stuff happened. And she just kind of slaps her hands and kind of leans against the table.
A lot of stuff's happened all over. As he kind of like puts his hand on the table near the seal. All right, let's get upstairs, get some ice cream or something.
Hey,
Yeah.
promise me something.
What?
You'll stay safe?
Give me back that dagger and I can.
I really like it. She just stands up.
As you head up, this isn't something Ebony sees, but something, viewers. Your uncle kind of first chuckles with it. But as you're chuckling, he kind of looks at you from behind, then looks down at the dagger, and then slides it into his coat breast pocket. Okay. Theo, you were able to get your brother. I'm assuming, are you dragging him back to your room?
Yeah, if I can.
So you have him drug back. What are you going to do about the broken window? You're also now realizing your feet are actively bleeding.
Yeah, I'm gonna be bandaging it and like pulling the glass out, and I'm probably going to leave any extra cash for the broken window of the hotel, which you can stay in for a week for $80. So I'm like, $40 should cover it. So like,
That's enough to buy some cardboard. They're good. You leave that. The next morning, Theo, you'd be woken up to the sound of duct tape being pulled. Kind of that sound. It's dark in the room with a couple streams of light as Stanley is out there duct taping a refrigerator box over the window.
I like kind of hobble out there, and I'm like, yeah, I woke up to this loud crash, and someone.
Hey, it's okay. I saw the state your friend was in as your brother's behind you, still belt tied as a person. Look, people come here for me not to ask questions. All right. I only got one eye, and that's to keep an eye on the counter. The other eye that keeps an eye on the rooms, look, it's all blacked out. I don't gotta see nothing, all right? I'd wink, but, one eye. At that point, it's just blinking.
I still feel like I should give you some money for this.
You didn't leave the $40?
Yeah. Is that enough? Is that okay? That's really all I've got.
If that's all you got, then that's plenty, kid.
I'm sorry about that. What did you see with your one eye last night? The state that he was in, you said?
Well, like I said, my job's to see the counter, so I didn't see anything. You don't gotta worry about it.
No, but I really need an honest answer right now.
I saw two young men who rented out a hotel room for a week, and one of them was bound up with the belt. It ain't the first time I've seen it.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
I would have rather you saw the other thing. I think that's my brother, and I'm so
whoa, that's a new one. But Stanley's always had a rule. I don't judge. As he's starting to walk backwards. I don't judge.
Oh my god. Okay. You're right. I'm just gonna be quiet and go back in here with my brother. Thank you, Stanley. Have a good afternoon.
You're fine. Two boys can't make webbed feet. It's all good.
I finally go up to Billy, though, and I'm like, I kick the door closed behind me, and I'm like, I have half a mind to leave you like this for the way that you're treating my friends. And just seeing what Stanley comes up to do with you when I don't pay the $80 for us to stay here. I also kind of want to ensure that you don't kill anyone else. So I really do have half the mind to leave you here, just like this. You have to try harder.
He's bound. Okay, bro. I'm not fully sure what you're talking about, but that cup over there. Can you at least put a straw in it first?
No, actually, you stay thirsty. I want a couple of promises from you before I unbind you.
Oh. I mean, it's not like I really got a lot of options here. All right.
I'm like, keep touching Caddy, and I will remove a finger from your hand every single time you end up in a situation like this.
Whoa, I'm just trying to be friendly. She's actually nice to me. I'm trying to be nice back.
No, there is a very broad line between nice and creepy that you just waltz all over all the time.
Okay. Look, I'm not used to being nice. I'm trying here. I'm sorry if me trying is creepy, but I'm trying.
You maybe need to not flirt with the underage girl for starters.
Whoa, that's a stretch.
Is that a stretch? I think it's a small step henceforth, but is that a stretch? You're the one who's tied up here. Right? I could do this all day.
I'm the one that's tied up here. We want to talk about who's flirting with who, eh?
Oh, gross.
It was a joke.
Well, not funny, and do I look like I'm joking?
All right, look, I'm sorry if my charm comes off as flirting. I am not meaning to.
You totally checked her out at the vending machine.
I looked at a person talking to me.
Okay, well, maybe next time you look at her, keep your eyes, eye level. How about that?
let's be honest, I was on the ground in a vending machine. There was not much of me that was eye level.
Okay, that is true.
See?
I also was half tempted to leave you there. Do you see a running theme here?
Yeah. I mean, family motto is no cops, not no one gets left behind. So, like, I get it.
So second thing, fine, you leave Caddy alone.
Yeah.
Try being nice to all of my friends instead of just her.
Okay, again, I was nice to the ones being nice to me. Like, the little round kid looks at me like I killed his puppy.
I like just full on punch him right in the face when he
It's not
says-
even a roll. He's tied up. You just...
I'm like, say it again.
What? I didn't kill his puppy. He just looks at me like it.
I'm like, you killed someone very important to Wally and Ebony, both.
Okay, well, again, I do not remember any of this. You say I did these things. I don't remember doing these things.
Hey, how you think that window got broken?
Oh, this place is a shithole.
A shithole that doesn't have randomly exploding windows. I can pretty much guarantee
Well,
that.
no, it's like a brick or something. Like, I didn't think the window exploded.
I mean, a brick from where? Inside? Did you throw it? I didn't.
Glass can be swept up. Obviously, you walked through all of it. I've seen your feet.
I chased after you.
When?
Last night, you got hit by a semi truck.
I think if I got hit by a truck, I'd realize it.
I don't think you would because you were wearing your ugly werewolf spider
Keep
face.
saying like werewolf spider. All right, look, if I'm like gonna try and believe this shit, okay? First of all, doesn't mean you should be pissed off at this wolf, spider, whatever the fuck it is, because I don't know what's going on. I'm not aware of it. I don't remember it.
You know what? You stay here. I have an idea.
Yeah, like I got much of a choice as you're leaving.
I actually take the drink with a straw and I like say, okay, put your elbows together, and I like stick the cup there.
Oh, thank you. And he's like trying to drink from the straw. As you're getting ready to leave, you hear the cup fall over. Oh, man.
like, whatever. He could suffer a little bit. I make sure I lock the door behind me, and I go down to Stanley.
Oh. Hey there, friend.
Hey there, friend. More friend.
Oh.
Um,
Look, I don't judge, but like you two brothers, I'm not joining in on something like that.
oh, gross. Would you get
Good.
my...
Yeah, okay.
But
I need it. You would be surprised the things people request of customer service at this establishment.
well, it's so funny that you say that. So, do you happen to have a CCT like camera in case there are break-ins or something like that?
Give me a manipulate roll as he's like, CCT. No, not at all. We have nothing of that sort. What, how many successes?
One.
One success. All right. So, like, it's you and your brothers. You tell on me, I'm going to tell on you. I could share some information.
I'm like, look, I'm not looking. I just need to show him something. Can I have the footage from last night?
Yeah, sure. And he goes over to one of those panels that would look like it's like to a built-in furnace or something.
Right.
And he opens it, and it's decks of VCRs with different numbers.
Oh, God.
them.
I am just so creeped out right now. Ugh. Okay. Can I have the tape for room 7, please? You
Well, that-
giant toothless perv. Like,
Hey, I don't watch them. I merely sell them.
Oh, well, that is all better then.
It is called capitalism, and it is the American way. But you have been very pleasant to me, so I will give you this tape. As he ejects tape 7.
Thank you so much. And you are something else. You are. I am just gonna.
Thank you.
Stanley, no. Thank you.
You're very much welcome.
I like turn to leave and I'm like, I'm totally calling the cops on his ass like as soon as I get out of the door. And I am going to like run back upstairs now. And
I will actually note something before that. Give me a comprehend roll. If you fail, you won't get a condition. I just need to see if you notice something. Normally you'd get a condition, but you're not choosing to do something. I'm just throwing this. Okay. Yeah. Continue as it were.
Do the rooms have VCRs?
No. You have a coin-operated TV, dude.
Do I have a dime-operated VCR?
No.
I am going to try the phone then.
The phone in room 7 works.
I'm going to dial Ebony.
It's cool. It's like 7 a.m. Ebony, your phone rings.
Ebony's probably working out, to be fair. She probably has a morning routine. And so she probably answers the phone. Like, she pulls out her sidekick and she flips it open. And she goes, answer!
Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Pump it up.
Dog jams. I love it.
Hi!
I'm like, hey girl, do you mind if we do a little special movie viewing in your home theater? I'm going to bring my bound brother because we had another episode last night.
It depends. What's the video about?
You know how he doesn't believe that he turns into this thing?
Uh-huh.
Well, the creepy hotel has cameras in all of the rooms.
At this point, Ebony is so thankful she's on her cell phone right now. And she just goes, ooh, sorry, can't. I'll explain another time.
I'm like, hey, before you hang up, can I have Wally's number?
Wally's number? Absolutely. Hold on. And she just goes into her phone and tries to find the number.
Wally, this is your problem.
And then she'll read it to him. There you go. Watch out for Grandma. She's a monster. And she hangs up the phone.
She already caught me in Wally's room after I crawled through the bedroom window. So there's no telling what she thinks anymore.
The very definition of misunderstanding.
Right, the very definition. I'm going to call Wally.
All right, so here we have to manipulate time a little bit because there is something we really need to cover.
Oh, okay, yeah, here. We can pause if you want.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just we're going Pulp Fiction rules.
Okay.
we're not in sequential order. So, Wally, when you came home that night, do you let Nana know?
This was the question I knew was coming.
Yeah.
I think it takes him a lot to, when he confronts Nana, he's in front of her and he's like searching her face. It's very difficult for him to talk about it because he doesn't really know how to explain it.
Yeah.
You know, she knows about the two of them, and now he's come back solo again. So
this is probably going to sting, but here's the thing. Nana's going to be a little confused when it's only one of you because Nana loves you so much. Two of you is just more Wally to love. She has been ecstatic that there's two Wallys. And she's just like, what? I don't even care which one it is. Hey, Wally, where's Wally?
Nana, and he can't get the words out. He's just looking right at her. He's looking at her eye and he knows she deserves the truth. But the words are just not coming out.
What's bothering you? Where's Wally?
All I can do is hug her.
She doesn't ask again. She just starts to cry.
He doesn't say anything else. He can't. There's no apology. There's no explanation. There's nothing he can say at this moment. All he can do is hug her.
After that, she's gonna kind of pull away. Wally, I don't know which Wally you are. You're both Wally. And honestly, I want you to know it doesn't matter. You're Wally.
Does it?
Doesn't. You're my Wally.
Thanks, Nana. Maybe we can hang out and watch some of your old Star Trek episodes for a bit.
Yeah. So with that, we cut to, you hear Star Trek the original soundtrack score of the credits of some episode running. Because Nana has a TiVo. And Nana's TiVo'd
Nice.
all of them. It saves so much space.
I'm guessing she's got like all the movies and everything too.
Oh, yeah. It's dedicated to Star Trek.
Sorry to interrupt. She has 2 TiVos, one for Star Trek, one for everything else. Don't touch the Star Trek
I
one.
love it.
The
Don't
Star
touch
Trek
Star
one
Trek.
has a Starfleet emblem on it.
But if she sees you touching that TiVo, oh man. Oh man.
She calls it Data.
Yes. Here's the thing, though. She does let Wally touch it. Because Nana would never keep Wally from watching Star Trek.
Oh yeah, he probably has fixed it a couple times.
Wally's
anyway.
probably the one that set up all the recordings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
late in the morning at this point. You were up with Nana. You and Nana fell asleep on the couch. More episodes are playing. You wake up just like in full-on Nana bosom to the sound of your home phone ringing.
I picture her being in like the old school like she's got like a nightgown that has the old school women's uniform
Mm-hmm.
like on it, yeah. And so he gets up, he lets Nana rest on the couch, and he goes over to the phone. He takes care of the phone. Hey.
Hey, Wally, it's me, Theo. I need.
Oh, yeah, Theo. Hey, how's your brother?
Ugh, I know. I do the same thing. I actually need your help.
Sure. What you need?
We had another episode last night.
Oh, you mean the whole werewolf thing?
Yeah.
Are you really sure? I mean,
Well, funny thing is, I woke up, the glass was broken. I'm kind of hurt. He got hit by a semi-truck, and the creepy hotel has cameras in all of the rooms, and I have the tapes from last night, and he doesn't remember anything, and it's time to prove to you and him and anyone else who is doubting the possibility of this that this is happening, and we have to figure it out.
look, while I'm not keen on your brother, I gotta admit, I am a little curious about this.
I thought you might be right up your alley. Do you have a VCR?
Yeah, I'm sure I have one laying around. I can just fix it up.
Yeah, can I come over with my brother? He promised that he will be nice. He's currently tied up, and I plan on leaving him that way just in case he doesn't keep his promise.
Wally rolls his eyes on the phone while he's on the phone, just as long as he promises not to touch anything.
I'm like, well, his hands are kind of tied up right now, so he won't be touching much of anything, especially Cabby.
Well, if it's like you say, I'm worried those binds, whatever you use, might not last.
Yeah, they seem to hold for now, though. I used a belt.
All right. Well, if wear law, I don't even know if that's the right thing to say. If that applies, then it won't happen until nighttime. So the sooner you get here, the better.
I am going to call a cab.
Okay. Here's the thing. How are you paying for the cab? You said you spent the rest of your money on the window.
I have a feeling that Ebony would know that he forgot to ask for a ride and then wait for, like, she was like, oh, wait, he forgot. And then she'd count the minutes until hopefully she can call him back.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just like, oh, crap, how do I afford the cab? As the hotel phone, like your room's phone rings.
I'm like, Ebony.
I know you love me.
I don't
Tell me more. No, wait. Tell me more, first of all.
I do love you.
I know. All right. You need a ride?
I do.
Keep him tied up. He can't touch my shit. And then she hangs up the
Wally.
phone.
I was trying to figure out how I explain this to the cop. I was just going to put
She
it
already
I mean, to the cab driver. I was just going to put a shirt over his bound hands and tell him he was an amputee. But
Well, I mean, you're probably going to explain something for Nana anyway. About 15 minutes is how long it'll take for Ebony to get to her car, drive all the way out. Because let's be honest, this part of town is probably about as far from Ebony's house as it gets.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
In the daylight, you can see the abandoned amusement park in all of its horrid glory. But yeah, you pull up, you definitely see, you can find room 7 real easy. It's the one with the giant refrigerator box.
I'm actually going to step out of the car and knock on the door.
I am immediately going to open it and pull her in. Like, before she can say anything, I'm going to grab her by her wrist and, like, tug her in. And I'll be like, I'll point to the window that is now, like, covered up with cardboard, and then I'll point to my tied up brother.
This is actually a good place for me to tell you anyway. And she starts to walk, like, trying to find a seat. And she just, like, stops at every, like, thing. And she's like, no, I'll stand.
Just stand.
No. Also,
Billy is tied up. He waves. Well tied.
that's a good look for you.
Thank you.
And she looks back towards Theo. I have an important thing to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I have to check my car and everything else to see if anybody's probably putting any listening devices in my vehicle or anything.
Why? Does someone have a death wish? Why would someone pick you to do that too?
Aww, she just waves her hand towards him. No, that's not it. My uncle told me a secret.
Oh boy, I just love secrets in this town.
Remember that lovely wall that was bricked up?
Uh-huh.
It's not bricked up.
What?
This universe, he's fully embraced it. And she takes a seat.
Oh no.
He said he'd do whatever it takes for me, but I don't know how long that will last, and I'm trying to trust my uncle.
I
But
understand that, but
anything that we talk about has to be non-related to this stuff. I plan on telling everybody. You have to be in the safety of somebody else's house or car or building or anything.
okay, gotcha.
But anybody could be listening, and the Stevensons would get in pretty big shit anyway, so I gotta be careful.
So no more slumber parties at your house, I'm guessing.
Sadly, no. Unless we all feign ignorance.
I mean, it would be nice to go there to pretend to be normal for just
That would be nice. Maybe. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, we'll have to do that.
We'll use it as our vacation spot.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Use my home as your vacation home, 100%. Billy can't come. Anywho.
Yeah.
So,
Anyhow.
and she looks towards Billy. Before you ask, you have to earn it.
I'm like, we've had a little chat.
I hope you learned something. And then she starts walking towards the door. Let's go, losers! And she waves her hand and walks out.
And I'm like, I think that primarily means you. And I don't even give him a chance to stand up. I just grab him by the belt.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get him upright, he's like, fine, I'm going. Oh God, gotta pee. Come on, can I go? Can I go to the
Don't
bathroom?
let him go pee. And she looks towards you. You let him go pee.
But I have to untie him.
I mean,
Oh, God.
there's other options, but yeah, I'd really rather you untie me.
Billy,
Just block the door. Also, and she pulls out her phone and she gets it ready to dial 911. I have it ready, so go ahead.
Perfect. God, I really don't want to do this. I kind of like him like this.
That's what my
Me
last
too.
girlfriend said.
Oh God, you're so gross.
I know. So I like untie his hands and I'm like, Billy, if you run, we will find you. And
I'll call the police straight up. I don't even care.
As you're untying his hand, he's just like, it's fine. The only way I'm doing is to the bathroom. And he bolts to the bathroom, and you just hear like, ah.
To distract from that horrible sound, Theo, I have a question.
yeah.
When did you realize you liked guys?
When did I realize that?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a weird question. It seems
I'm
like
sorry.
it's always been there. It's a
Okay.
weird question, I guess.
Okay, no, makes sense.
Why? Do you?
No, and she steps out.
No. See, we're still waiting for the urinating wonder. I need a distraction, so.
Well, I mean, guys are gross now. I mean, I've tried she just sighs.
I 100% imagine you going like, no, to like bolt, but the door's closed and locked.
Right. And I'm like, who do you like, Miss Stevenson?
That I'm not telling you. And she points towards you. You already know too much. You have to die.
Oh, well, you know, a few more nights with this one, I might be wishing that you killed me.
Flush.
Oh, good. He's done. Let's keep this a secret between you and I, and I'll tell you more later.
Okay, promise.
Promise.
Comes back into the room. God, I feel like I just gave birth.
You don't know what that's like. Don't even act like you know what that's like.
Thank God you can't, is what I'm thinking.
Hallelujah. I am not a religious woman, but thank God. And she starts walking to the cart. Let's go, losers! And he was right. It's mainly you. She points towards Billy and walks out.
Right. Do you tie him back up or do you let him go?
Since he went to the bathroom and came back, I'm going to leave him untied since it's not nighttime and we're going to be okay.
With that, you tape in hand, get in Ebony's car, and drive to do this. However, the camera then cuts back to the office of the motel as it pulls back on all those VCRs with room 7 recording with a fresh tape. The thing that you didn't see as it pulls back is there was an etching on the inside of the panel of the door of the Lomont City Council. But we'll handle that next week.
Tear my seams apart for you. You sell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat.